Today I'm bringing guys a brand new sports cards video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about the 5 best sports card investments that I see out there that are under $10. Before we get into that, I did want to say this week's giveaway is an Anthony Edwards red, white, blue rookie card and a PSA 10. It is around a $300 card. If you guys want a free chance to enter in to win this card, all you have to do is subscribe, like this video, follow me on Instagram at itskanalahuja, and comment the word done. Once you follow those 3 easy steps, you will be entered in to win this Anthony Edwards red, white, blue for free. So once again, subscribe, like the video, follow me on Instagram, and comment the word done. But without further ado, we are going to hop right into the video. So the first player that we have on our list is a player that I think fits the box for a very good investment right now. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you know that a big criteria for me is risk to reward ratio. If the investment doesn't pan out, what is the risk? And if it does pan out, what is the reward? I think Lauri Markkanen's market currently is sitting at a place where I think the reward is a lot greater than the risk. First and foremost, I think there's a good chance that he does get traded this offseason, potentially to the Warriors, potentially to another team. There's rumors that there's a third team in the deal that could hopefully try to get it done. If he does end up getting moved this offseason, I think his prices are going to be a lot higher than they are right now. You can get some of his pretty solid cards that are under $10. A lot of his graded cards, for example, his Prism Rookie and a BGS 9.5, you can get for just around $10. You can get his Optic Holo for just around $10. His card market overall is very low right now. And I just think overall, he is a player who's shown talent, shown that he can be a star in this league. All he's been missing is a chance to win and a bigger market to show his talent on a bigger stage. He simply doesn't really get that in Utah. However, I believe if he is moved to another team, his card market is bound to see a very strong bump. So I just think, I don't see his cards going down this offseason. I think there's enough buzz around his name regarding the trades to where I think the demand will be there and his cards won't drop below $5 in a PSA 9 for a Prism Rookie card. But I think their upside is very significant if he does get traded. So I just see it as a very low risk, very high reward investment for this offseason. So that is why Lauri Markkanen is on my list. Next up, we're going to go after someone who's a little bit more under the radar right now because he was injured last year. He's had a pretty injury-prone start to his career. But the Hornets overall, I think, have a solid future. Of course, they've got Brandon Miller. They have a new draft pick. Overall, the team's trending in the right direction, and Lamelo Ball is healthy again. I just think Lamelo being on the court itself is going to cause his market to go up. He is a fan favorite. People love to watch him play, and his market's taken such a big tumble that I think it is bound to go up. If we look at the alt market trends, I believe he's already in, the top rising. His cards are up 11% over the last 30 days. So we're already starting to see some hype come back to LaMelo. I think this trend continues throughout the offseason. And I think his cards make a good recovery because if we look at how they've performed recently, over the last 6 to 12 months, you can see that his cards are still super suffered. And I just think his cards have more catching up to do. So I think this 11% is going to continue, and his card market's going to continue to recover. So LaMelo Ball is definitely on my list. Now, next up, we're going to go after another guy that's really under the radar right now, Trae Young. Trae Young, at the end of the day, people love to, talk about what has he done so far. He's still 25 years old. There's a good chance, he might get traded very soon. And I just think overall his market's suffered way too much. I think his market's at a point where I see a lot more upside than downside for the near future. I don't know if his career is going to pan out 5-10 years from now. I do believe that over the next 1 year, his market is going to recover just based on how low they are and the trade rumors and seeing him play again and hopefully having a bounce back year. So I just think overall where his card market is right now, it is definitely worth a gamble to get into some of his cards and see what happens because I think if he gets traded or if he just comes back and plays like his usual self, his market's bound to go up from where it is at right now. Now, next up on the list, we're going to go for Jaren Jackson Jr. Now, Jaren Jackson Jr., his market has also really taken a tumble. That's a real big trend in terms of players I'm recommending. Players who I think are at their buy low moments. And I think Jaren Jackson's at his buy low moment right now. Of course, the Grizzlies have been super irrelevant since Ja Morant's injuries and suspensions. These last 2 years, they have not been on the radar. But next year, we got a healthy Ja Morant. We got Gigi Jackson, who's ascending to be a very, very good scorer. They've cleared out the ways. Dylan Brooks is gone. Desmond Bane's implementing his role. So I think overall Jaren Jackson's kind of set up to have a great year. I think the Grizzlies are set up to have a bounce back year. If Ja Morant can stay healthy and out of trouble, I think the Grizzlies will be back on the map. And if the Grizzlies are back on the map, Jaren Jackson's cards are going to start to go up based off how low they are right now. You can get a bunch of his nice rookie cards for under $10, which I think is not going to last for that long. Now, next up on the list, we got Ja Morant, his teammate. Of course, Ja Morant investing in his cards does hold some risk, given his last 2 years have been filled with suspensions and injuries. But I think overall, Ja Morant's at a place where his market suffered so much that I think it's ready and already brewing, to see some sort of recovery. Do I think the recovery will be long-lived? I'm not sure yet. I do think there's going to be some recovery leading into next year based off how low Ja Morant is. So I'm personally willing to take the risk. I know my risk tolerance is a little bit higher because I do see the reward being so great if he comes back to his usual self and is playing like he was pre-injury, pre-suspension. I just think even when he came back for that short time before his injury, after suspension, he was playing out of his mind. He was playing like a superstar in this league. And if he gets back to the player he was, in 2022, I think his market's bound for a big boom. So I'm personally willing to take the risk. I think where his current prices are have come down so much that I think the risk is a lot lower than it was when his cards were so much higher. So I think Ja Morant's on my buy list right now. I know there is risk, but I think the upside is super great to where I think the risk-reward ratio does make sense, at least for an investor like me. But of course, it all depends on your guys' risk tolerance. But I appreciate you guys watching this video. If you enjoyed, drop a like. We are on our way to 50,000 subscribers. And once again, if you would like to enter into the giveaway for the Anthony Edwards, all you have to do is subscribe, like this video, follow me on Instagram, and comment the word done. Other than that, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'm out. Peace.